o'clock. Open up the Halifax Conservation Commission meeting. President is myself, Chris, Ed, and Debbie, new
Do you
secretary.
need to take minutes?
What?
Do I need to take minutes?
I think you're taking the minutes,
Yeah.
Debbie? Debbie's gonna take the
So
minutes.
she's taking them over there? Okay, perfect.
Okay, and first up is the notice of intent for the Pine Street Bridge.
Good evening. Hi. My name is Chris Jones. I'm a project manager with Beta Group. We're the design engineers for this project hired by the town. I guess I have the
Oh, the
green
green
cards here.
cards. Thank you. You can give me the Debbie
Oh, yeah,
over
we
there.
have copies of those too, thank you.
So we're here for the replacement of the Pine Street Bridge. This is a small concrete box culvert that's in a deteriorated condition. The town is looking to replace it. They received some grant money from the Mass DOT to help fund the project. And we're proposing to replace it in the same location. We're going to widen the span to conform to Mass Stream crossing standards. But otherwise, the bridge is going to be replaced in the same location. It's going to be a three-sided precast culvert. You can see on the culvert where we're on the cross section, we show both the existing culvert outline and the proposed culvert, and you're able to see how we're increasing the span size and also raising up the bridge in order to increase the openness ratio. And the culvert is going to be founded on timber piles. The soil in this area isn't good for support. There's underlying silt and peat, so we're going to be driving timber piles down to help support the structure. Other than that, it's a pretty standard culvert, three-sided, so we get the natural bottom. And as far as the replacing the stream bed, we're proposing to use a simulated stream bed material, which is essentially it's like a rock fill material that we're going to be filling with the voids with a gravel fines material so that it's solid with no voids. And bringing those fines up to the stream bed elevation so that it's a smooth, natural type surface. With the size raised up one-to-one slopes with small banks on the sides for wildlife to travel, able to travel in the dry.
Excuse me, do you think you could turn the easel a little bit this way? You don't have to like make it face me. Okay, that's fine. That's great. Just wanted to see it a little bit.
Is that all right for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay with you, Chris? You got it right there.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the one issue with the structure that's going to have the most environmental impacts is what to do with the water while we're constructing this bridge. We looked at a couple options, including bypass pumping of the stream, but there's too much flow in order to reasonably do that. And because of the kind of unique shape of the channel here, where we're right next to Cranberry Bog, it's already kind of a developed area on the inside. We have this dog leg in the river channel. We think that it would be a good opportunity to create a temporary bypass channel for the water to go through, which will allow the contractor to construct the bridge in the dry. What we've done here is we've outlined basically approximate limits of what the contractor could use as his area for this bypass channel, because we don't design the temporary water control. It's a means and methods. So what we've done in the specifications, which are included in the notice of intent, is to say, okay, here are the parameters that you've got for water control. We've included you've got to provide a channel that will accommodate a 2-year storm flow. And we've given, as far for permitting purposes, we've outlined this here You've got this area that we'd like to permit, and these are the impacts associated with that area. His chosen method might not take all that area. He might be able to use a slightly smaller area, but we think that this is a worst case scenario as far as impacts. And these will be temporary impacts, because once the new bridge is in, he'll fill this back in and backfill it up and restore the site to its original conditions.
How long is this project gonna take, the redirection of flow?
I'm guessing it'd probably be in place for 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
When's the project gonna start?
The town, I believe, wants to advertise the project this winter and begin construction in the spring.
Right when it rains.
Yes, right when it rains, yes.
In the melting.
Other things that you might be interested to note is that the original structure, the one that's out there now, has provisions in it for flashboards to help control water control in the cranberry bogs. You can see the slots in the sidewalls. That is no longer in use. The cranberry bog operator has, within the last few years, built his own water control system, so he no longer has the need for this culvert to act as water control. So there are no provisions in the new structure to act as a water control structure.
Are these timbers like 55 feet long?
Yes, they are.
Okay. So in regards to this, just out of curiosity, I know that, in most places, and if I remember on this street, there's not like a lot of side area.
No,
Like if somebody was walking, is there anything on there? Is it wider than traffic lane a little bit? If somebody was walking and just happened to be on that bridge and a car was coming?
Yes.
Just out of curiosity.
So it will be, right now, the project is, the roadway is going to be striped with 2 10-foot lanes and 2-foot wide shoulders.
So the road will be open during the project?
No, the roadways, no, that's the complete, after the new
Okay.
bridge. Yeah, no, the roadway is going to be closed during
Got it.
construction.
Is there anybody who's gonna, when the contractor does his work in regards to the water flow and everything, the diversion?
Yeah.
Is there anybody who's going to, like maybe on a heavy rain day or something like that, just gonna go out and check it to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do?
So Beta Group is under contract right now with the town
Okay.
to provide some construction services, but they're very limited.
Okay,
If you'd like to have regular monitoring of the channel, you could certainly put that in as a special condition. I don't see any issue with
it was just a question, cause I know the area, if you were going north to the right, across the street from the bogs, is it's low, it's wet, and there's residential there.
Okay.
So that was the only reason I was curious.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can.
That it's flowing correctly.
I'll bring that up with it. We'll be out there to look at it when they implement it, to make sure that when it first goes in, that everything seems to be
Okay.
flowing right. But I can bring it up to the town to say, maybe this is something you should keep more regular eye on it. And I'm sure that the DPW staff will probably be dropping by regularly to monitor the project. Any other questions?
No?
Nope.
Make a motion? Yeah,
Motion to replace the
I guess,
bridge on Pine Street as
Yeah.
it's submitted.
as submitted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
No issues.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you very much.
Do you guys know when it's off supper, if they'll be having the blinking light at the same time?
I
When they
have
fix the
No.
bridge?
no idea.
Yeah.
Blinking light
There was another bad accident at Pine Street, 106 again. That's why.
106, okay, that's it.
Yeah, then they cross over, it's up at the racetrack.
Oh, I know, it's a tough street, you have to look both ways. You got good vision there.
Oh, yeah, we have to,
You do, except for
did we,
when you're coming up that tiny hill.
I took it
towards-
back.
When you're coming towards the Halifax side.
oh,
Yeah.
thank
And
you.
they're
this Palmer
doing
Mill?
70 and they get up the hill and go.
No, that's
Maybe
Ocean.
there's someone
Yeah, we
there.
have, but we should have one for this project. For the, Pine Street. Yeah. Debbie, do you have the, Pine Street, the notice of intent, order of conditions? Do we have that?
I think that is with you, in folder.
So we can sign it.
Colleen, maybe it's
Here. I wonder if we maybe
Eh,
never made
doesn't
one.
matter, I think the tree was this year.
Okay. Thanks, Collins.
Yeah, just screwed the one mine.
We'll have
No.
Good night.
to, okay, we'll have to show you how to make one. We'll do that maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
This looks like all that stuff in previous
Yeah.
plans.
I'll make sure I listen.
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing on the agenda was 710, was to sign extension for 110 Palmer Mill Road, but I believe we already signed it all. We found it just earlier, and it looked like it was signed.
Did we sign that last
We
meeting?
must have signed it last meeting.
Yeah, I remember
so
we
that
had an
was-
extension last
Yeah,
meeting.
so that was all set.
Okay.
And let's say it's 7:15. It is. So 7:15, emergency tree removal on 1 First Ave. This was something that the owners had called and asked if they could have trees removed emergently, because after the storm they were kind of uprooted.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anyone saw pictures of it, but there were 2 trees that were uprooted leaning onto another tree. And I had gone out and told them that they could go and take those trees down. I signed the, I signed the emergency certificate form. I told them for that they have to have it done within 30 days. So they
Yeah.
had until 12/11 to complete it. But I also told them to come by and fill out an after the fact notice of intent, not as notice of intent, but RDA. But they haven't done that yet, so Debbie will reach out to them tomorrow and just remind them to fill out that form.
Okay.
And I think I'd also asked them to call when it was done so we could just check it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, we got 8 minutes.
We have a few minutes before the
So
7:20.
we jump to paying the bills and all that?
Yeah, do we have bills to pay?
This is the,
I need a pen.
Oh, we all need pens.
Palmer. Is that what you were looking for? No.
Can you pass a couple pens over?
Yeah.
Thanks. So for bills, we have, looks like we have,
Alfred.
oh, this is,
Oh, you have her?
Yeah, she just gave me one. Thank
Okay.
you.
yeah. So these are all, I believe, advertising for the Halifax Express. Advertising. Yeah, so it's just all advertising for the Express. And make a motion to pay the bills.
I put a motion that we paid the bills.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Okay.
And there's one.
And Chris.
Chris.
Awesome.
And then we have a few minutes, we could talk about discussing moving the meeting to the selectmen's room for use of electronic devices. We're just trying to make the selectmen's room, I guess, well, Caesar's here and you can describe what you're doing down there.
So with all the hybrid meetings and electronic work we're trying to do, we're really trying to digitalize a lot of the stuff we're doing in town. We're starting with our records and our filing, submitting plans we'll be rolling out in the very near future. And with that, we want to enable a meeting space that has the appropriate equipment that will allow all the boards and committees that are interested to participate in hybrid meetings, hold virtual meetings in the sense of, the board's present, but participants are remote, for high volume expected meetings. That room's also equipped with the cameras, mics necessary for Area 58 to adequately record a meeting versus having to come in maybe 30 to 20 minutes beforehand to set up and have to stand on their feet for however long a meeting is. There's a rack in my office that has all that equipment that will actually allow them to record it at least 4 different times. So there's extra copies available. Video's crisp, audio's crisper than what we are normally doing now, which is using the boundary mic and then having this tape recorder. Right now there's a screen in the meeting room that we have set up for that virtual participation, so you can see who's participating, whether it be a presenter presenting a plan or people asking questions. It's completely optional. You guys don't have to do the Zoom or Teams or whatever we go with, but it's there as an option. The TV is also available for you guys, so you guys can bring up presentations for either yourselves or for people even coming in. I will be here for every meeting, so I'll be here to set that up if necessary. Just need the materials and I'll be there to coordinate that. But it's really just to centralize the meeting space so we can focus on the other spaces and rooms in town that we want to equip with the appropriate meeting equipment without having to conflict with actual meetings going on in those spaces. Right now, the Conservation Commission is the only board I haven't spoken to yet, except for now, that has decided to meet down there. The reason why I saved you guys for last is because you guys do conflict with the Board of Selectmen's, the Board of Selectmen.
Yeah, and I think that's our
on a
main
recurring basis.
concern, yeah.
Yeah, because I work myself, I don't get out, usually I have today off, but I don't get out till 6, usually. So 7 o'clock is ideal for me,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
obviously commuting back and forth from the city.
Oh yeah, no, I get it, and by no means would I ever expect anyone to change their schedule for something like that, for a reason. It's not COVID related, it's not, nothing but convenience for both the town.
Oh yeah, it makes sense, like,
Yeah.
you can use the same room for
The
technology, I have no problem with which room we use,
Yeah.
it's just the time frame, which
But I
hopefully
mean,
can-
that's up to you guys, for you guys to discuss. If you guys do want to change the day, if you guys wanted to change the week that happens, so it's not on the Board of Selectmen, that's all you guys. I'm not imposing anything, but that's for you guys to discuss and decide. That's
Are they
pretty much the
meeting
reason why
tonight?
we're changing. What?
Are they meeting tonight?
No, which is funny you say that, because I looked at the calendar and I'm saying to myself, this is weird that, well, the reason why we're not doing
well, we
it,
switched that day,
Yeah.
right? That's why
Well, we usually the second and fourth week, but we changed it this month
to the first and third,
to the
because they're the
third.
second and fourth.
Yeah, and we're usually the second and fourth. Yeah, this is
We did it just because we were behind.
we
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
we had this last week.
But that's up for you guys to decide. If you guys do want to stay here, that's perfectly fine. I'll, make sure you guys have the equipment necessary to continue doing that. And looking at getting depending if I can get the funding for it, a portable or mobile screen that will still allow you guys to do some of those hybrid meetings wherever. Just right now, because the TV that we have in there is being used for something else, but it's not at that point yet. We have it all set up and ready to go. So I'm just offering and asking
Yeah,
departments
thank you.
as I go.
Yeah, I don't think if they ever had something that was on the agenda that was very large, and we knew it was gonna be, you know, an issue with a
Definitely.
lot of people due to the fact of like, you know, a butters or something like that, that we could not move it down there. You know,
You guys can meet
But-
wherever you guys please.
yeah,
This was more for the Conservation Commission, because I know you guys don't do the hybrid meetings, like the Board of Selectmen and those other
Committees.
boards and committees that normally do them on a regular basis. This was more or less for the area, for Area 58 convenience, to make sure that they're able to use the equipment that's there, and to get the best quality recordings available
Yeah,
to us. That was
above
really
it.
the main.
okay,
But the hybrid is an extension to that, and then having the ability to present and have people come in without having to drop their presentations from a little pyramid rack there.
I know a good dozen people that do watch our meetings once they're posted to YouTube. And I think there'd be people who signed in if we did move rooms that would watch our meetings live if we were hybrid. Even with non-controversial or big items, just because they're interested in what conservation does.
Yeah.
I think it'd be educational for the public.
Yeah, we probably have to arrange something with the selectmen and see if they can change their schedule.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Good
they
luck with that one.
can change it, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they come in
I'm saying-
earlier.
I'm not getting involved in
I'm
that.
I
not saying
think-
a word.
I think that they may be open to it where they're more flexible and they do a lot of changes to their schedule and other things, and it might be beneficial because there's those that serve on multiple boards that are selectmen
I mean, I can talk
have
to them.
controversial schedules
Yeah.
anyways, and one's out removed to go to school committee or here, there, and everywhere. It might be beneficial for the selectmen to go to the first and third.
Yeah, I'll ask, I do, the only problem I see with that is obviously their secretary, who's been here for years already, has already plans around the second and fourth
Yeah.
Yep.
Tuesday nights,
Yeah,
or those weeks having a shorter Friday, and she plans around that. Obviously don't wanna impose on her
right.
to, for that, I'm not, just like I don't wanna impose on you guys. But that's, like I said, it's your decision, it doesn't have to be now, it could be, let's finish off the rest of the year and see where, or whatever the calendar year, fiscal year, however you guys wanna do it. That, just let me know, but,
Right.
we will eventually have at least the presentation and the electronic presentation aspect hopefully brought into, kind of accessible in all the areas. But, that's it, that's all I got.
Well, thank you very much for,
Yeah,
Coming
think
down.
about what we can
Of course.
possibly do.
Thought you didn't wanna be on camera.
I'll just ask them to edit me out.
all right,
Are you here tomorrow?
okay.
I will talk to you
This here.
tomorrow about the microphone for this. Also, vice chairman? Who is the vice chairman?
Chris,
Okay, can you send me his contact information tomorrow? I just gotta get you a fob for the building.
Oh, you don't
And,
have a clock? I think it is.
oh, well then scratch that, I need to get you an email.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
That's the one that wouldn't let me in. I took a screenshot.
Okay, so you do have an email address, you just can't get into it?
Can't get into it.
All right,
I
do you
second
wanna,
that
can you
one.
give him my cell phone number? And then if you want, just shoot me a text tomorrow, or whenever you want, and I'll be able to help you with that. Is everyone else here? I know you're having problems.
So do we have a,
Yeah, special problem.
do we have a password?
Everyone should have a password, but I couldn't tell you what it is off the top of my head.
I have no clue what
oh, okay.
All right,
it is. And it won't, so when I go to log in,
Poison ivy or something.
I'm looking for the screenshot.
yeah,
I hope not. I've never had it before.
It would, I didn't know what the password was. And then when
you said a temporary one, but it wasn't
yeah,
very
so,
clearly distributed.
yeah, so I don't know what that is. So if, with the current email that's on file, if you wanted to send me
Yep.
that login information again and what that password is, I'll give it another shot.
Yeah, sure.
And then,
Debbie, can you just give him my cell phone, and then if you want to shoot me a text with your email address?
Yep.
And then your number, so I have it, I'll add it.
yep,
I'll reset your password and send you to that.
and we'll give it a
then
try again.
everyone else here has an email, right? Are you able to get in your email?
I haven't even tried.
Oh, okay, that's honest. I appreciate the honesty. Can you also give him my cell phone?
Yeah,
And then if you can give me
Yeah, we can
text or
figure out.
call whenever you're
Was there an
free.
app or something you could download and anytime?
Outlook. Just download Outlook on your phone. It's very easy.
Hmm.
You just sign in
It
That's
is, the little Outlook thing there.
and then I'll text
Get
you.
my
We
work
can
and
schedule a time.
Conservation, all in one.
Thursday, Friday.
Sure. I'm here.
We'll work on it. Okay.
Friday, I'm not here until the afternoon. I have to get my license renewed and a doctor's appointment. But I'll be back in the afternoon.
Right, thank you.
Of course, thank you guys.
Sounds good, thank you.
Thanks, Caesar. Have a good one.
Okay.
You too. Bye.
So last thing on the agenda is the 31 Ocean Ave, just for the certificate of compliance.
Oh yeah, that's the one I went by
That's the one you
with
went out
Colleen.
there with Colleen.
Yeah, they
And,
built that house really quick.
yeah, and the only thing, and my only concern was.
Yeah, the distance. I don't know what the parameters.
Because, and
Because I
even when I
did
sh-
measurements.
yeah, and when I talked to the building inspector, he had the copy of the as-built, which showed that it was the as-built was 1 foot closer to the Monpont Pond than the one he had submitted to us.
Well, that's up to the building inspector, right? So.
Yeah, so, but it's still, I was surprised, I thought he was gonna come in.
Yeah.
But it was, you know,
Yeah.
close, it was pretty close enough. Because you guys had measured it, and you got it at 8 point.
Well, it depends on
Was that-
which part you
was-
measure. You got the middle, left,
Yeah.
right.
And
So
then
it's gonna be
you-
different distances to
Yeah,
the
and you
water.
still had a few feet out into the water from where that water line.
Well, I went to the cement pavement, whatever that was.
Okay, so
I think, yeah, I think it was all
beyond
cement
that, he
pavement.
still had like a couple feet,
Okay,
so.
all right.
I don't know, any thoughts from
No, I
you guys,
don't
Chris?
think-
No? Yeah. I think just based on the number you had given, plus adding the couple more feet. I'm sure it was within the 11 feet we gave him.
Yeah. So we should do a motion.
If anyone wants to make a motion
Uh,
for the 31 Ocean Ave,
I put a motion that we
it's for a certificate
sign
of
the,
compliance.
yeah, COC,
And second?
31 Ocean Ave.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Right.
Aye. Okay. Chris beat us to the punch.
Thanks for going in. The day I was supposed to.
Oh, no, no big deal.
My daughter got out of the hospital and then the storm
Get out of
came
here.
and.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was
It was a
involved in the
So busy
storm.
right now.
How'd you guys make
Well,
out?
I'm excited you're gonna come cut my trees down.
Oh, I don't have to sign this one.
Send me your address, text me your
I'll
address,
sign down there.
and,
You drive by, you'll see all the.
yeah, we'll take a
trees
drive-by,
standing out.
and then we can,
And even ones that are standing if you wanna take down.
what's that?
Even anyone that's standing that you wanna take down. But no, I have a couple on the ground,
Yeah.
yeah. But be careful while she, because
Needs to sign.
there's a big beehive next
Oh,
to
really?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look for that one.
Yeah. Let's see. Someone was cutting one, taking down a down tree and they got stung, so they stopped.
Oh, really?
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all set.
Chris, sign it?
Yeah, Chris signed it on first. Do you have like a completed list there? And then, what else do we have? Anything else on the agenda?
We're gonna go by Zero Laponte to look
Yes,
that over.
anybody wanna go with me? You just have
Yeah,
to
you just
go.
need 2 people.
Yeah.
Three
Do you wanna go or are you sorry?
Yeah, I can go again, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
What days are good for you?
well, I'm back into the city tomorrow, but, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week.
Monday and Tuesday are good for me.
Okay,
I think I'm working Friday, Saturday.
I sent an
Sunday.
email to that guy, have me attached to it, then we can, whatever day you wanna
Plan
go.
for
I'll come.
Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Except Monday I have training, but I don't know what time, that's usually in the morning.
Yeah, unless you wanna do it on the weekend with someone else.
No, Monday's fine.
Okay, all right, sounds good. And motion to adjourn?
All right, put a motion on adjourn?
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye,
Aye. All done.
all done. Thank you.
Thank you.